Quantum physics.
Muncheschlagen.
Pow! Pancho. Damn, son.
Snocks.
Skarky. Kaboom!
Splat attack. What are the 3 things that you'd want in your pack? Hey friends, welcome back. My name is Jason, and I'm here with my good friends, JJ and Brandon. We just finished up a challenge.
It's French for Brandon.
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 Yeah, like a croissant. Yeah. We just finished up a challenge. The scenario was that we took a flight to, say, Portland, and we flew back the next day on the red eye to Atlanta, the ATL, and suddenly the EMP strikes and our Uber cars are broke down. Traffic comes to a complete stop on I-85, and now you've got to figure out what the heck you need to do. It's 50 miles to home. So we just finished up the scenario, and what I did at the beginning of the class is I asked everybody, what are the 3 most important things that you'd want to have with you? What are the 3 things that you'd want in your pack for an adventure such as this?
Damn, son. So the first thing that I laid down, I'm thinking about water. Like if you're gonna have to walk 50 miles potentially, hydration is going to be a huge thing. And so inside of here, I've got my Grail. This is the titanium version. And you'll notice this sleeve that I have here. This is a pre-filter that goes to it.
Why the heck would you want that?
Well, you don't want to clog up your Grail.
Nope.
Right? You can get 50 gallons out of this thing, but what if you stop off at Brandon's house in his muddy pond and you have to filter the water? I want to pre-filter everything before.
Why is your pond not cleaner, Brandon?
My daughter rides a 4-wheeler through it all the time.
Now, the reason that I have titanium is because this one actually comes with a cup. And if I had to boil the water because the filter failed, I can still do that with this. And so that's why that would be my first choice.
Skarky!
Skarky.
What the? That's gonna be a thing. That's gonna turn into a new sound.
My first item is a snack pack, if you will. So, oops, and one just opened here. Anybody want some M&Ms? So I slammed it down too hard.
Yeah, you skanurked too much.
I skanurkied all my M&Ms.
I want a grand.
So this is stuff that you'll commonly find in the airport, and stuff you'll commonly find in my snack kit. So I got some electrolytes in here, some M&Ms, some salted almonds and beef sticks. I've already ate some of this, obviously, because we're.
Yep.
But so snacks need some calories because I'm going to be burning a lot of calories.
Because you're going to be hoofing it.
Yep.
Splat attack.
Why do you choose the splat attack,
Yeah,
Jason?
if I'm going to be moving on foot anywhere, especially in a hot, humid environment like Georgia, you need water. You can't go very far without water. Your body will shut down, so hydration is going to be key. I like the Grail primarily because it's a water bottle, too. So not only can I filter water very, very easily, really in less than 60 seconds, I can also carry 16 ounces of water in here. It doesn't take up a whole lot of space. It gets the job done. Gets rid of waterborne pathogens and chemicals, which is kind of a big deal. So I like the Grail. That's how I boogie.
Kaboom! Next thing that I gathered up was my calories, and I've got it in this Tough Possum bag, which will fit onto my Terra Humara pack quite nicely, I might add. And that way, modularity. I've got modularity built into my pack. But inside of here is where all my food is. Now, let's see, what do I have in here? I've got some banana chips. I got some nuts, salty nuts at that.
Always get the salty nuts.
I've also got a lot of electrolytes. I've got some coffee. I've got some carbs going on there. I've got some different proteins, etc. And this is what I had left over after we did the challenge. I got some chomps in there, some beef jerky, and I also have a titanium spoon, which...
The long handle.
It's the long-handled version. And I don't normally carry a spoon. That's something new for me. But, you know, if I had to eat something, I could. But I think calories are really important. If you're going to be expending a lot of calories you've got to re-up those calories, and more importantly, the electrolytes. I think the electrolytes are more important than just empty calories, if you will. So that was my second thing.
Nice. I'm seeing a common theme here with the pack.
The best out there. Old tough possum.
Snocks! Next on my list is going to be socks, because if you don't take care of your feet, you are going to be stuck. Mobility is going to be key, and in this scenario, mobility is going to be life. I need to get the heck out of Dodge, or Atlanta in this situation. So being able to change my socks out if my feet get wet, whether that be from perspiration or precipitation or walking through the creek or whatever, I've got to have dry feet, because wet feet, you're going to end up with blisters. Blisters turn into open wounds and sores that get infected, and then suddenly you are immobile because your feet no longer want to work for you. So socks is next on my list.
Poncho. I got a poncho here, typical poncho. Excellent shelter and concealment if need be. So, I don't know, it's kind of, I think of ponchos or material like this just like a lot of people think of bandanas and stuff. There's tons of uses. I can use this as a way to gather things. I can use this as a way to carry more things that I may find if I don't have a big enough pack with me already. But I can do many shelter options with this.
Including just put it on and sit down.
Just putting it on and, you know, waiting out a rainstorm or whatever, or improvise tourniquet, a sling if I break my arm or something. I mean, tons of things. So shelter's a big deal. The elements will kill you just as quick as walking around like crazy.
The old panchito.
The wancho poncho. With cordage on it. Be sure you got some cordage on it. Pow!
Yeah, so this is nothing more than a compression sack. Like I said, modularity. I like to be able to take stuff out and carry it in its own carrying case. This is a compression sack that houses all of my thermal layers and my extra clothes. So a lot of people say that you can't get extra clothes inside of a Terra Humara pack, but you can. I got a puffy jacket. I've got my darn tough wool socks. I've got my skull cap, or my beanie right there. Here is my wool underwear. Here is another shirt. And here is my silky layers as well. So as you can see, there's nothing else in there. This is all my thermal layers. I think that being able to take care of your feet, that's going to be super important while you're walking, but also taking care of the nether regions. Don't get monkey butt. If you can't save your own ass, can't save somebody else's. Having the thermal layers at night, though, I think is key, because if you didn't have these when you were there, I mean, you can die from exposure in less than 3 hours. So depending on the time of year, I think that that's really important. So
yeah, that's basically you. If you were hiking all day in this,
right,
and this got funky,
soaking wet,
yeah,
or whatever,
you'd slip into your skivvies at night with a cap, and
I could be completely dry again.
And this is basically a sleeping bag you can wear.
Right, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I do that.
Munchschlagen. I speak multiple languages. Whoa. Yeah, German is one of them. Munchschlagen. It's for dinner. Anyway, this is my dinner, guys. So calories, just like JJ was saying, it's a big one. You know, having something to put in your belly. I think we all decided that calories is going to be important. If we're going to be covering ground, we need to replace the energy that we're losing in the form of calories, and not just that, but electrolytes, salt, and potassium in our body. Because once that gets depleted, I know from experience, once that gets depleted, your muscles literally stop working, and you will be crippled, laying there miserable.
Hating life.
Yeah, I've had huge major cramps in this muscle right here. I've had huge cramps in my, what do you call them? Hip, what do you?
Oh, my groin straps.
Groin straps.
Groin
I've had
straps.
huge cramps in my groin straps, hamstrings and calves. I've had lots of really major issues from long distance movements because I wasn't staying on top of hydration and staying on top of replacing the missing minerals in my bloodstream. So electrolyte replacements right here. I've got those that I can just add to my water. I've got salted nuts, which I always recommend getting the salted ones, especially if you're talking about for trail snacks. I've got jerky. I had jerky that has salt and stuff in it as well, and proteins in there. So something high fat, something high proteins, got salts, I think is really important. And then my emergency ration that I haven't touched yet is my payday. I mean, yeah, payday's not good for you, but emergency ration.
In this situation is good for you.
Oh yeah, it'll keep you going. A payday will keep you going. So anyway, calories. That's my third one right there.
Quantum physics.
What?
Why'd you just go?
Why did you?
Metallurgy.
Science.
Science.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
what is this and why? Because it's science.
This
bro.
is the Grail GeoPress Titanium.
Just like JJ had, right?
Yeah, well, his is the Ultra Press.
This is the bigger one. Yeah.
So this is 24 ounces.
26 ounces.
26 ounces, and that's 16.9 supposedly. So, love Grail. I think we all, have a thing about Grail because, it's a filter and a purifier. And it also gets rid of taste. Have you noticed that?
Bad taste.
Very, very good. Well, I still got a lot in there. Maybe I should take a swig now. Anyway, container, right? So this is a way to literally get any kind of water to hydrate with. I've literally used this in a mud hole and it works. Okay, it's going to clog the filter up. Rule of thumb, visibly clean, clear, moving water as possible. If that's not possible and you are dying and you need water, a mud hole will work.
Yep.
This will do it.
Or the city fountain, whatever.
I've done it numerous times and I'm not sick. So it works. But with it being the titanium, as JJ said, you can pull this out. You got a metal container that you can use for boiling, cooking food, another cup for somebody else if need be. Tons of uses with the Grail. And
something else that's really cool is this little tab right here.
Yeah.
You can attach paracord or some kind of cordage to it, and you can go down off of a bridge.
Yeah.
And you can get your water and pull it
Yeah,
up
so
to
if you came up to a river or something like that had really steep banks and it was, you were already too fatigued or, it just wasn't wise to go all the way down, you can use cordage or some improvised device to literally throw it out there and get your water and bring it back to you. So
And it's also a topographic map that
It
you can
is.
use to navigate your way home.
yeah, we are here.
We are here.
Stand by for grid coordinates.
But yeah, I use and test a lot of water filtration devices as far as a portable, everyday carry, usable, nonchalant freaking water filter and purifier. This
That's
is
it.
hard to beat.
All
It's
right.
very hard to beat.
Thanks so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Please, in the comment section, let me know what your top 3 items would be if you were carrying on to a plane, not knowing that this emergency was going to happen. What are the top 3 things that you'd want to have with you? Leave that in the comment section. That'd be awesome. Please hit the thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't done so already. I cannot wait to see you on the next video, and we'll do it next time.
See ya!